Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll make a copy of this wall cladding on this side of the building that we've done and copy it across to the other side. It's going to be a mirror image of that. Now the way I normally do that, first of all, before I go too much further, I'll do my normal cleanup of any of these construction lines. So this was the line on the inside here we created for the glass curtain wall. I'm deleting that, and we've got the same thing happening over in this side here. So it's the inside one of those two lines that we clean up, and I think our construction lines are all nice and tidy now. Yep. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do now is I'll take a copy of all of this wall cladding through here. So if I triple click on it, I've picked up all of that wall cladding. I'll then copy it, so it's the move tool again with control, and I'm just going to make sure I copy it somewhere well clear of the building back on the other side. So initially well away. While it's still highlighted and selected, I will go to the scale tool. So here's the scale tool over here. So I'll click on scale. Now what you want to do with the scale, you can use the scale option in many different many different directions. I'll just pause the video for a second. So when we've got the scale tool activated, you've selected an object and you've picked scale, you get a whole range of different green grips in normal and diagonal directions, and this enables you to do the scale in those directions. So if I was to pick up one of these diagonally opposite grips, if I can just explain to you, there's three of them here. There's one in the center, one on each edge, etc., and so on and so forth on each center and edge. Now this particular one I'm hovering over at the moment, that will uniformly scale about the other opposite diagonal corner, so you'd actually scale the whole object. What we want to do is we actually want to pick up this one on this face. So if we very carefully pick up this one on this face, that'll actually only scale in that direction. So if I click on one of those, you can zoom out, you can see what you were doing there. Now what I want to do is I actually want to scale back in the other direction, and the amount that I want to scale it by, so as I'm stretching it out in the other direction, if I just type -1 and press enter, I've now just mirror imaged that around by flipping it back 1 in the other direction, negative. Yeah, so I've basically just mirrored it around. Now I want to locate that back in the plane, which from memory was 178mm away from the column set out line. So I'll grab my tape measure and from my column set out line come back 178, and that's the line that I now want to move all of this back to. So if I go and grab the move tool now, it's still highlighted. I can go and pick it up anywhere along this bottom edge here, move it back, make sure I get green axis direction happening. So when I've got the green axis direction, zoom in a bit closer so we can see where we're going. Make sure it's green axis, press and hold the shift key to constrain on green axis, and then click on that set out line that we've just created. So click just there, and then I can tidy up the setup line, get rid of it, and that's in its location. But actually we don't want all of that wall, because at the back edge here I'll go and put back in where we need to change back to the walling layer, and while I'm on the walling layer I'll pick up my pencil, draw a line straight through to there, which is then going to enable me to get rid of these edges, and remember the bottom edge will still be there too, and this one, and then we've actually trimmed that right through in that regard there. Okay, so we'll stop the video at that point again and let you catch up to there.